Hello friends, Anand again. So in the previous video, we have seen how to create an empty repository on the local machine. But this time I'm going to create a Git repository on the remote server, the remote Git server, and I'm going to clone it into my local machine and then push some files from local to remote. So I hope you would have different options to have your own Git server. So the one main and common Git server is the GitHub, and there is one more server also there, which is Bitbucket. Bitbucket provides even private, unlimited private repositories. So this is my Bitbucket um, repository, but for this tutorial, I'm gonna use GitHub, simply GitHub. So this is my repository. So I'm going to create a new project. So to create a new project, just you can create from a startup project or simply create over here and then click the new repository. So I'm going to create Git Learning as the repository name. And this is like a public repository. And initialize this as a repository with a README, and then that's it. I'm going to create the repository over here. Here we go. So we just created our very first repository, and then I'm gonna clone this. This repository don't have any files over here. So in order to clone, and sorry, before that, before cloning, you can see it has a single branch, which is the master branch. I'm gonna create a multiple branch. I'm gonna create a develop branch from master branch, and then I'm gonna create a release branch from master branch, and one more branch from master is bug fix branch. So these are like Git's workflow or Git's branches. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the develop branch as my default branch instead of master branch. Master branch should be the golden code. We cannot directly push our code changes into the master branch. Develop should be the linear branch continuous for the continuous development, and release branch should be used to have different versions of release. So these and all, like Git workflow you can learn in the future videos. But so I just gonna use the develop branch. I'm gonna clone this repository, just copying it and going over here. So as you aware, I just created already a folder. So let me clone this repository. So in order to clone, you need to type git clone and then the repository name. That's it. So it's cloned. By default, it will create the directory name as the whatever the git repository name. So if I type ls-ltr, so you can see git learning. This is the repository we just cloned. You can go here. So this is a single file we have read.me, and if you type the git status over here, it's the master branch by default. We need to switch to the develop branch. So origin develop. So to switch to a different remote branch, you need to type git checkout, and now we are in the git checkout develop. Okay, it's not origin, it's simply develop. So now if you type git branch, you will see two different branches. One is the master, the other one is develop. So right now we are in the develop branch. So again, if I type git status, you can see we are inside the develop branch, origin develop. So let me add our first file to $branch, our, let me have like anand.text, and then hello Anand, save it. Oops, skip. Okay, so now I have added my first file anand.text over here, but if we type git status, this is not added into the repository. To add, git add anand.text. This is to add a single file, right? Let me add one more file before adding this file. So vi babu.text, then again some textos here. So now we have two files, anand.text and babu.text. I do the git status, it shows two files. So you can add git add anand.text or babu.text. You can add multiple files like this, or simply you can use dot. Dot means add in the current directory. Add all the files under the current directory. So if I do the git add dot, it will add all the files under the current directory. So if you do the git status, see, so the two files has been staged. So now we need to add the git commit message for these two files. Added initial files as the commit message, and that's it. So you can see the two files has been added, two files changed, and then if you do the git status, everything's fine. We have our local, but we need to push the local changes to the remote repository. So in order to do that, I just need to git push command, and it's prompt for the password. I need to enter my remote Git repository's password over here. Okay. Something is weird because I'm using Bitbucket, so I think Bitbucket login credential is not allowing me. Always allow. Deny. Okay, that's fine. Let me enter the user ID manually. This is the GitHub user ID, and then this is my GitHub password. Now it should, yeah, cool. So now we have pushed our changes to the remote repository. Let us check what really happened over here. So this is our Git repository. See over here, we have two files. And then you can click on the commit messages. These are the two files. Okay, so this is in the develop branch. But if you choose the master branch would not have the change. So we need to create a pull request from develop branch to the master branch. So this is how we need to do. So we need to create a pull request from develop branch to the master branch. And yeah, so let's create a pull request. Here we go. So you can see the commits, and you can also see the diff between the master and so these are the difference between develop and master branch. And then, you know, as a reviewer, I'm just reviewing the changes, and this is the pull request still under open, and we can merge this pull request. Yes, looks good. Merging. Cool. So we have merged the develop branch to the master branch. Now, if you go back over here, you can see the same changes in the master branch as well. So this is how we push our new changes and then create a pull request and then merge the requests to the appropriate branches. Thank you very much for watching. See you in next video. Thank you.